Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11, we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Good afternoon. It is Lions Talk with Smoke and Jeremy B. How's everybody doing today? Let me get back on camera here. Good to see the Motor City kneecap zippers popping in. We did have some NFL news come out, and no, it's not Lions related, but if Leonard's out there, this has to do with him. Julia Koch, widow of David Koch, buys 10% into the New York Giants. It is not a controlling interest, but she also owns shares of the Brooklyn Nets in the WNBA's New York Liberty. Mara will still be the CEO, and Stephen Tisch, I believe it is still the executive vice president and chairman of the board. It just means that they've diversified and added. Yep, New York Giants have a new partial owner, 10% stake for Julia Koch of the Koch brothers. You know, David died back in 2019. And she's an investor in BSE Global. So that adds money that they can use for administrative stuff. The rich get richer. So Mara and Tisch got a partner. They say that the Giants are worth $10.3 billion, so she just had to buy a $1 billion stake. A lot of money. $1.03 million, to be exact, to get 10%. This happened last night. I'm going to check to see if there's any Lions news. Yeah, I know. We won't hear anything until next Saturday about the Lions. That's the crazy thing. Fred, good to see you. Buddy Conquito. This is for you. Yeah, it's back. And in other news, Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier were found linked to a mafia-ran poker game. They're being brought up on charges, as reported by ABC News, TMZ, and a few others. Still looking to see what news there is out there about the Lions, if there is any. Just as Zach Cunningham. I don't know about all that. If we do, I wouldn't be surprised. But Dan Skipper didn't do bad. He gave up 6 pressures but no sacks the other night in the entire game a week ago. Paul Jones. Well, we're going live not only into YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, but also now Rumble. Tend to Bear fans Rumble. So if you have the Rumble app, go check it out over there. We got King SJ in the house. How are things over there in Canada? That is, we picked up a guy the other day. Yeah, Reed's probably going to be closer to week 10. Yeah, we already talked about that. Actually, it had to do with mafia connections, according to charged with an illegal poker operation. Terry Rozier was arrested in a separate but related betting case. So it has to do with gambling. It did not have to do with money laundering. That's according to ABC this morning. So I don't like first reports. I like waiting a day. Oh, I bet. Go Blue Jays. Take them out. Good luck. I think it's a 5-game series no matter what. 5-2. Who's looking forward to the game tonight? Minnesota at LA. Right now, all the decent ones were already traded in the league, and that's why I don't know if we're going to get something worthwhile at left tackle. It's more than likely going to be a mid move. I don't see anybody getting rid of a starter because trenches are where everything stems from. We definitely don't want one from the Dolphins or Saints. Those teams have been giving up sacks like Halloween candy. It's because it's connected with mafia. Yep, that's what I was going to do. I'm going to be paying attention to it too. But there's really no Lions news other than Zach Cunningham to the IR yesterday, and Brian Branch is back on the practice field. That's it. They won't do any. We won't hear anything till next Saturday, maybe Friday at the earliest, because they don't do an actual injury report each day. That's according to ABC News this morning. Portland Trailblazers head coach Chauncey Billups has been charged in an illegal poker operation tied to the mafia. Law enforcement sources have told ABC News Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier was arrested in a separate but related betting case. So it has nothing to do. Arden Key is injured. He can't. He just got put on to his 21-day activation window by the Titans. I don't think he can be traded. I think the smarter one would be go after Cam Jordan, who has a very similar salary to DJ Reader, which they've been struggling from the interior with their defensive tackles. You might be able to move Reader to him even up. Arden Key has been injured for like 4 weeks already. He's not even on the active roster, so he can't be traded. They just opened his 21-day window. And people who want Jalen Phillips, he's only had 2 sacks through 7 games. He hasn't been very good. I'd rather have somebody a little bit better than that. You're going off of potential and the fact he's young, not the fact that he's good. I think Cam Jordan makes more sense. But at the same time, we might see Davenport hit the activation window now. Yeah, Terrion Arnold never hit the IR. He'll be available after the bye week. I think cornerback is needed for more depth because it may be another 2 to 3 weeks before you see DJ Reed. I think that's our most pressing need because Decker hasn't said he was retiring. He said he was sore. Big difference there. But he will probably retire after the season. So I don't think we need someone in-house yet. Because like I said, the backup is Skipper. And I don't know if that was season-ending IR for Manu. I thought it was just IR. Let me look. It was just reserve injured. So yeah, that we'd Brad will either wait for draft or post. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Rodrigo should be back by week 10 as well. Because Nowoski has basically earned his spot until otherwise said. Yeah, so he wasn't put on season-ending IR. That's only 2 designations, and I think we already have that because we had the safety out of Georgia, Dan Jackson. He was put on it, and somebody else was already on the season-ending IR too, wasn't it? Ennis Rakestraw. So that's the only 2 season-long ones you can have. We haven't medically waived Manu, which means it's not season-ending. So that's what I'm looking at. That means it could be either the 4 or 8 week designation. Yeah, I thought so. Yes, it is great to see you here, Moonscar. Wow. It's funny. I started the Legion of Whom nickname last year. Remember, Well, we just saw our that corner play well. We saw our depth at linebackers that came in and as backup play well. We saw our depth at defensive ends play well and defensive tackle play well. Yeah, it's going to be a chilly day at the shop. That's for sure. So the Legion of Whom, Eric Hallett, safety. Thomas Harper, safety. Nick Whiteside, cornerback. Eric Arthur Mallet, cornerback. Rock Yassin, safety. Amik Robertson, cornerback. But it's funny that the nickname that I started last year during all these injuries, remember I finally posted the article about it around the time that we played the Bills, started calling our practice squad players that were making plays every game a different name every week, the Legion of Whom. It's now caught on this season with other stuff because it's Lions memes, Lions Central. All these guys are using my name this year. I think it's great. No, because we had the Legion of Boom. It's the Legion of Whom. They even said it on the ticket 3 times yesterday morning when I was listening to Carson or Jansen and Costco. I thought it was great. I think I'm going to repost that article from last year saying, who coined this phrase first? Should I do that, guys? Across all social media? I think I should. Yes, I know. I know. I, I'm going to do it right now. I'm actually going to send it to Jim Costa because he added me on Facebook. No, I didn't patent it. I'm just saying I coined it first, and these guys are using it now because it's published. So yes, it's actually in print. January 10th, 2025, Legion of Whom gets a boost over the Vikings. That's the first one. Or the last one I said, Legion of Whom exacts revenge in San Francisco. The Legion of Whom has Bear Stew in Chicago. This is going right back from week 18 on. The Bills won the game, but Detroit lost more. Bills come to face the now dubbed Legion of Whom on December 14th. That was the first time I mentioned it in print as a. I'm going to see if I said it anywhere before that. Nope, that was it. That was the first one. December 14th, 2024. I'm going to share this everywhere that I said it first. I was saying it on the show 3 weeks before I said it, too. Moonscar, you know, I started calling them that. What was it, around Thanksgiving? I'm going to put it in the comments too. I just think it's funny that I said it first. Yep. Well, we are doing practices too, but a lot of the vets are getting the time off. There it is, the very first article for anybody that wants to doubt I did it. I think I'm gonna send it to Costa as well. I love the fact I got a receipt. That's a published website. Yeah, happy birthday, buddy, or Motown Mitch. Yes, it is your birthday. But if you look at what's in that article I posted, that is where I called the defense that was so injury addled last year, the Legion of Whom, before anybody else did. On December 14th was the first time it was in print. Uh, Julia Koch of the Koch. Remember the Koch brothers out of Iowa, the oil barons? She bought 10% into the New York Giants. Other than that, there really isn't any news out there Lions wise. Yeah, Easy heard me use it right here. He was a guest last year. You guys remember when I had Easy on for the Lions fan cave chat? Uh, it's because of what at the end of the game they asked Taylor Decker how he was. He said sore. So yeah, Easy. No, no, no. Easy from Woodward Sports, also known as Daniel Roberts. Yeah, Crunch Time Sports has changed a lot. They became what they are. I like Booner and I like the other guy, Jeff Iafrede. If you got the link, hop on in. I'm not doing any special ones. Yep, we talked about that very first, right off the rip. It's actually a poker game, illegal poker game that was ran by the mafia. Terry Rozier was caught doing it, whereas Chauncey was helping running it. Chauncey's going to get a lot more time for running it than he will. Oh, well,
Hello, sir.
everyone is taking credit this year for saying Legion of Whom, and I'm showing the fact that I got it in published print back in December 14th of last year.
That what happened?
The nickname I gave the defense last year. Remember?
Hmm.
Thanksgiving, and I put it in print just before the Bills game. What did I call it?
The Legion of Boom, wasn't it?
Boom, 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 boom.
Doom. Sorry. Doom.
Boom. Who? Whom?
Oh, WHOM. Yes. Yep. He did. I remember that. It's in print and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I read.
Now everybody's saying it. Woodward Sports. I mean, I said it first, then Lions Talk Live, and then a couple others that caught on, but not like it did this year after last week's performance versus the Bucs. Now Woodward Sports is using it left and right. All of them are. As a matter of fact, I just saw a site called Lions Memes, and they used it. So I actually messaged him on Instagram showing my article and when I started it.
Yep. Be like, you owe me money. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, they would owe it to the South Florida Tribune, but I would probably get a percentage because it was my nickname.
I like that defense name. What else did we touch today? Or was it
Just
just
about
questions?
that and Julia Koch of the Koch brothers, because her husband was David Koch of the twins that were out of Iowa that had the oil money. She bought a
Mhm.
10% stake in the New York Giants, which makes her a minority shareholder of that, the Brooklyn Nets, and the New York Liberty.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, I was reading an article at work when we were slow about trade candidates, who's on the trade block, who where they could fit in. There's a handful of interesting names out there. Yep. But hope everyone in the chat's doing well. It's Thursday.
It
So
is.
close to Friday. Yep. Let me jump in the app of StreamYard real quick.
What
Sorry.
happened?
I'm just seeing I'm able to read the comments better.
Oh, okay.
I see someone said, "Did you patent it?"
No, having it published in print, it gives me credit when and a date.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Trying to think of other football topics. Hmm. I don't know.
I was like, what happened to my Lions?
He disappeared. He ran away. No.
Yeah, I saw Meek and Jameer on St. Brown's podcast.
Very cool. Does he film it in Detroit?
I don't know where, probably out of his apartment or wherever he's at. He does it everywhere.
It's him and his brother, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember the one time he was on vacation with his girlfriend because of the bye week, and his brother says, I'm in your apartment. He goes, what? He goes, you didn't ask.
Oh, buddy. The other ones, are they all out of college now? All the whole EQ is. I know that. There's a third brother.
The third brother retired out of football. He actually runs a car dealership in California
Okay.
because he had something go on with his feet and he couldn't run anymore. But he was the fastest of the three.
Hmm.
He was in between EQ and St. Brown's height, so he's a little taller than St. Brown and faster than both of them.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't get it,
I don't either.
but it is what it is.
I don't agree with that. The odds.
I want to see if I said it in this article here. Nope, I didn't say it in the Bears game, so the Bills game was the first one I said it
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
in print.
Mm-mm.
Other than that, I am 63 and 44 after last week's pick'em.
Nice. I need to start keeping track. I'm going to do that next year for sure.
That's the news is light. That's why we're not doing the Lions fan cave chat this week. Um, we won't hear anything more till next week, and then we got a game preview to do. And I like doing it as a game preview. I'm going to try to get a couple more guests, a couple new people involved.
Nice.
On the game tonight, if Joe Alt's playing, which that announcement will be made by 5 p.m. If Joe Alt's playing, I don't think Minnesota can win.
I agree.
We will be live at around somewhere between 9 and 9:30 on the South Florida Tribune with the Fire Up, where we're going to cover the Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier Association situation. Some college football, of course, with JJ Met. This kid's amazing. You need to tune in, Will, and just listen to him. He makes our knowledge of NFL, and that's the whole roundtable combined, look like, well, we're retarded.
Hmm.
He's that good. And he's 14, been doing it 4 years.
He's 14?
And he's a credentialed reporter for FAU already and for the Dolphins.
A kid. Wow. Good for him.
Been doing it 4 years for FAU, and this is second season with the Dolphins, I believe.
So, you want to hear something funny? I found out I haven't met him. My neighbor's kid is Ryan McGee, the guy who does ESPN NASCAR and college football, where he
Nice.
released the bottom 10. Yeah. I haven't met him yet, but I hope to. That'd be cool. Yeah, I hope to get some things in line eventually in the next year. Do some interviews with. athletes. Like, I wish I got his number, but Matt Carroll used to be in the NBA for the Bobcats. I was friends with him. I should have gotten his number. I told him I'd love to interview him one time.
But tomorrow night, I'm going to go out and have fun after I do my podcast at noon.
Nice.
Have some dinner at the Chinese buffet. Yeah, those are fun. The man cave shows are fun. I watch them. He usually follows me.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I have to work tomorrow, but I'm off on Saturday.
Congratulations.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm thinking about writing a fake game preview about the Lions
Against the bye week, yeah.
against the bye week, like I did the last 2 seasons, because people seem to like that.
Nice. I do like those. Even the Jets would lose to the bye week. I guarantee it.
The Jets, the Saints, possibly the Titans.
Oh yeah, all three for sure.
It wasn't too long ago. I'd say the Panthers, but at 3-3, I'm not. They're 3-4 already. Is it 3-4 or 3-3? You guys had your bye week, didn't you?
I can't remember. Can't recall.
You stopped checking out after the first 2. You started checking out after the first 2 losses, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, I want to ask you. I know people who like it. I know people who don't like it. Do you like the 2 Monday Night Footballs?
I like the way it was done last week, with it being the separation that it had between the 2 starting windows of 3 hours. I don't like it when they overlap them.
I agree. Is there an overseas game this week?
Oh,
I
let me
don't
look on
think
the
there
schedule.
is, but
Let's see. No, there is no overseas game this week. Hallelujah.
right.
I like them week 1, but not after that, personally.
What's up, Moonscar?
Oh, Moonscar's great. But just remember, defenses, Hutch is coming for you.
Exactly.
And this guy eventually wants to be just like that, up in a booth somewhere.
Yeah. Wonder what it'd make me look like. It'd probably just show up as a butt chin knowing me and hate me.
Yep. I hear you. I think I like the way they did it, because one of us was on ABC, the other one was on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. The 7 p.m. start time was great, because our game was almost over when the other one began, and it transferred over on ESPN seamlessly, I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking Dad! Good to see you. I didn't stay up for the second one, buddy. I went to bed. I ain't gonna lie.
It is so hard to stay up for the late one.
And West Coast, they're like, damn it, the other one starts while I'm at work. Think about it. It starts for them at 4 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Alaska, it starts at 3.
Yeah. That's how I feel about the night games on Pac-12 after dark. My favorite quote is and I don't care about the conference, is when it's like Wednesday night football or Tuesday, it's like, welcome to ESPNU, we got some action. I'm like, God,
Hey,
man,
Smoking Dad says, hey, Will.
Smoking Dad, hope you're well, sir.
Well, that's pretty much the news. Julia Cope buys 10% into the New York Giants. She now owns a part of 3 different New York franchises through the BSE group. That's the Brooklyn Nets, the New York State Liberty, and now a 10% share of the New York Giants. And Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier are being tied to a mafia illegal poker ring.
So I wonder how long they're I think they're going to probably be banned indefinitely one day.
I'm not quite retired yet, but I'm getting there.
I'm not retired either.
If you guys help me get my channel to 1,000, I'll be able to retire better because I don't have a retirement fund.
JB, I was going to say I'm not retired, but I am tired.
Oh, I am retired every day.
Yeah, my dad, I think, is 2 years away from retirement. He's 64. He thinks he's going to lose his job next year, but he knows what he wants to do. My dad's been in the banking industry for 30 plus years. My mom doesn't want to retire. My dad can't wait to retire. And I am many years away from retiring.
Corey Peterson.
Yep.
I will check it out and we'll talk about that tomorrow, sir.
Huh. Yeah, I will definitely have to look at that too.
I was tired earlier yesterday and I am retired today, Dad says.
Yes.
That's how those assholes do it. Use you until you close, then cut bait.
Yep. Yep. My dad is expecting it. He thought he was going to lose it this year.
But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for getting here, whether it was early or late. I appreciate every single one of you. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. Much love to everybody in the chat. And don't forget, if you go ahead and download Rumble, we are streaming there on Ken the Bear Fans channel. So check it out. Have a great day, everybody.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.